The Moro arc is coming soon, so let's draw the man himself, Moro. I'm on a landscape page, use a pencil, use an eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. So let's start with his frown. So he's kind of got a Frieza sort of look, but with goat horns. The goat. Yeah, so he's got like a frown in the middle, sort of here, right? So we curve out, and it's a big check mark that goes all the way to his ear, nearly. So it goes like boom, back that way, right? It's a real long one, so it's like his ear's out there somewhere. And then we go around the other way as well. And we're going about the same level, you know? So you want to aim for about there. Doesn't have to be exact. So under there we have those square Dragon Ball eyes. So we get like a small line and then the long line that way. And then that box-like eye goes across like so. And he's got big red eyes underneath, so like a half circle sort of looking up from underneath his eyebrow, and then a very thin spiky sort of devil-like pupil, you know. If you want, you can make this line a little bit darker. I know it might be like that in the anime, who knows. So we go over and do the other side. So a small line real close to his nose, and then the long line diagonal in. And then you want to curve this. Boom. And as well, you can maybe darken it up like a little bit. Because usually the bad guys in Dragon Ball have like darker lines around here. So then we have that half circle just coming down from his eyebrow. And then a sharp sort of snake-like eye there. Just looking. Down from there. Then we have some eyebrow lines just on top here, just some hatching, sort of like a frown sort of thing. And then we'll go down and do his nose. So again, you do a little sort of L sort of shape first, or like a hook. And then they draw the shadow, or the bridge of his nose, just there. He does have some cheek marks as well, so like these things. Just underneath the eyes. And he's got a confident sort of smirk right underneath the nose, right? Nearly touches that nose line. So you can go flat at first. It's longer at this. You can keep him looking serious if you want. That's all you really need to draw. But he is smirking in the manga, so I'll go just up to the corner there, and a little maybe curve up on the other side, but not as wide of a curve. And then we have a little shadow underneath his bottom lip. And then his chin. Just there. So then his jaw goes up the side. You're stopping sort of underneath the edge of his eye. That's probably across from his nose here. And then the other side, like so. Again, you're kind of right underneath that edge of the eye. And then we'll change direction and go up to that sort of eyebrow line we drew at the start. So you're going like right up to there. So he has like a black section that comes down from, I think from just inside his eye. So it's like there's a little black line. It joins these cheek lines and then it'll come like down the side of his face. So it kind of like comes down here and then curves down that way. And it's kind of black in here and gray there. Right, so then back up here, we'll curve around just for his sort of forehead area. And then we get these big horns, right? And that jewel in the middle. Yeah, so like the horn just like comes around, big curve here where it comes out of his head. Right, and then the top of his head is just like that. Then we get that jewel right in the middle, just like an oval sort of shape. Like so. Yeah, and then those big horns. So we're gonna go out, and then it bends like down, like it's a massive goat horn. Then it comes back in, so it's kind of pointy on the end, and then it like curves back in to his head, just there to his sort of forehead area there. And then the other one, same sort of thing. Up, sort of down. Yeah, and then back in. So then they're kind of make them look a bit like 3D. So there's like a little broken line that like follows up around here. So it just gives it kind of like a three-dimensional sort of feel to it. Curving around there. And then there's all these texture lines that go around from here then. And then these ones underneath will go this way. And then down in here. Okay, roughly like that. And then we can see his pointy sort of ears in here. Back into his face. One on this side as well. Yeah. Here. And then there's ear lines inside, and they do it real simply. They just give them sort of that. They don't do much else. They just use little bumps, like that's all. Right, some anatomy then. So very strong looking guy. So very, very wide neck. And then neck muscle in here. And then a bit of an Adam's apple thing in there. So these muscles always go sort of directionally into the center of your chest, but his body's slightly turned, I think, in this. So his center of his chest line isn't like right here. It's like underneath this part of the line. So it's like curves there. I think his shoulders are turned a bit. So we have the top of his chest muscle, this sort of armor that he has. So it's just like a block. Then the other side, slightly bigger because his body's turned. So this one's kind of longer than that one. It's like he's slightly off center. So like when a character's shoulder goes back that way and this one comes forward, it's like a perspective effect. So this one gets like bigger. It's probably like a third, maybe, you know, extra. So like if that's in half, you know, it's probably like, how far would it go? There. Yeah, so it's probably like a third of this one on top, you know, width-wise. Hope that makes sense. So it curves there. He's got this like line on it. And there's all these little textures, kind of like his horn that he wears. They kind of try to make it look bony, I guess. Like basically not like perfectly smooth. They put all these dots and things on it. Okay. So he's got a piece of fur that comes the whole way around this. So we go like just kind of furry, scratchy around the back of his neck. So it goes, and then the other side of it comes around into the chest. And you're just doing all these sort of spiky lines, shark fins, as I like to call them sometimes. And there might be like some textures in there just to show the direction of the fur going. And then over here. And again, this side will pop out a bit further than the other side. So this is like, it has straps, sort of goes around underneath his arm and over the shoulder. So like one strap here, another one sort of over this shoulder here. And then it goes like around his belly, sort of. It goes under his bicep there. Okay, so this one like stops like that because it's slightly different on this side. Just put some of those textures on it again. And then shoulder. And then just his arm coming down here. And then this shoulder is slightly bigger because this one's turned away, so it's like a bigger sort of shape like this. It's always pointy there at the bottom of his deltoid muscle, especially in Dragon Ball. And then we see his bicep here and his tricep at the back. There's another bit of neck muscle in there, actually. Moro from Dragon Ball. Hope it's helpful. It's kind of funny that he's named after, I think he actually is named after the Moro bar. Love those as a kid. Don't eat them now, obviously, because it's terrible for you. But get my fair share when I was younger. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.